are back.
We are back with another episode of the Red Couch Conversations. So glad of you to have joined us now or later. We weren't here last week because we were snowed in. It was pretty snowy, so we missed a week of
In
filming.
Pittsburgh, we can't live when it snows.
Yeah, it was negative 50, and then the next couple of days it was 60 degrees. So
Yeah,
it's Pittsburgh for you.
typical.
In the winter time. We're here.
So we took a week break, but we're back. Don't worry, we weren't gonna let you down.
Yes, the phone has not stopped ringing. Where are you guys? We want more Red Couch. So we're here.
Yeah, so we're back,
On the Red
and
Couch.
so if this is the first time watching, right? Who are we?
Who are we?
Who are we?
I am Melissa Jenkins.
Oh my gosh, no, you didn't. I'm Gregory Taper.
And we are.
Rise Conscious Fitness.
Here we go.
And we help people get the most out of life by helping
Yes.
them with their nutrition, their mindset, and their training and movement.
Yes.
So we talk about a very holistic approach to health and fitness so that you build a body you love and a fit body, a strong body,
Not only on the outside, but on the
in a healthy way,
the inside.
in the inside. It's an inside out approach. So,
I thought you were gonna finish mine.
no, sorry.
No.
I was on my way. Like I was, he's always
Okay.
trying to get me sidetracked, but it's okay. So the dynamics. Today we have a special topic we want to talk about.
A very important topic for
Mhm.
anyone out there trying to get in shape,
Mm-hmm.
get healthy,
Yeah.
and maybe kind of bypass a lot of potential problems that could prevent them from seeing results.
Easy, common mistakes. When we say easy, we mean like it's an easy fix,
Like
really.
a caveman could do it
Well,
easy.
yeah, that easy.
Yes.
Now, these are common mistakes that we see in clients, people that come to us because they want to lose weight or tone, right? Get a better body, get stronger, or lose some body fat, lose some weight, or they're having like really low energy. They want to build more energy. They want to feel
Yeah,
better.
they're falling asleep midday.
Dragging.
They're not getting their work done at work because they're tired.
Or depending on coffee all day long too.
Yeah.
Be able to do their work and so forth. So
And they're drinking so much coffee that they're going to the bathroom every 30 minutes, so then you're not getting your work done there. So
Yeah. All right. So what we want to talk about is three common mistakes that most people actually do.
about 99% of people.
Yeah. Especially we work with the ladies here that come in their program. They're just for her program, and they really want to change a little
And
bit
a
of their
man.
body. And the men too. Yes.
And a man.
And a man.
One man.
Mostly ladies.
Yes.
And these are very typical. I mean, we just know most people are dealing with this issue, and this is the reason why they don't love where they're at physically. They're not happy, and they're lacking energy. They're lacking. They're even dealing with some symptoms, right? Sometimes like having trouble sleeping, or whatever it can be, like sleep issues, skin issues, and whatever. So, easy fix. The number one common mistake that we see. What is it?
I don't know. What is it?
Drum roll. So the number one common mistake that we see when people come to see us is they are not eating enough.
Yes.
And this is a very loaded topic. But
But I eat so much.
right, I eat so much food, right?
I eat so much.
Right.
Can't
We
possibly
hear that
eat
a
more.
lot. And unfortunately, I think there's lots of reasons for this, but first of all, if you want to know how much you're eating, you need to track your food, okay? Tracking is a tool in order to gather data that will help you make better decisions based on what's happening. If you don't know what you're doing, so I see this a lot, I'm eating a ton, well, track your food. And when they track, they're eating like 1,100 calories or 900 calories or 1,200 at the most, and it's like, wow, that's not a whole lot of food. Now, unfortunately, for a lot of people, this whole idea of eating less is has been very popular because it's been going around in the fitness industry. Most people believe that they need, in order to lose weight or be fit, they need to eat less.
Yeah, less. But also, people really think that is a lot of calories.
Yeah.
When it's really
Indeed.
not at all.
And most people still believe that the mathematical, I guess, solution to weight loss is just to eat less and exercise more, which is a big problem. And if you want to hear more about this, I think we have a video on that, right? Why the difference between weight loss and fat loss. I don't know what the title is, but we do talk about this a lot.
It's one of the episodes. Go
Yeah.
back on the YouTube channel.
So, but anyways, what we're trying to say here is that the number one reason why most people are struggling right now is they're not eating enough food. Okay, under fueling, right? Under feeding your body will just literally keep your body in a stress state. And this is a big problem because when you're under stress, well, obviously it's going to disrupt your hormones. It's going to disrupt your energy levels. It's going to disrupt your sleep greatly. Yeah. And of course, everyone knows that when you don't sleep well or you don't feel rested after a night's sleep, well, it affects your whole day, and therefore it affects your mood.
You get more cravings.
Yeah.
You're not able to build muscle the way you want. So all the effort you're putting.
And then you're tired. You don't want to go to the gym, and everything's exhausting. And just regular tasks of being a parent, of being working, or being even a partner is an actual.
It's like a chore.
It's a chore.
Yeah. You don't want to do it.
Yeah, so, if you want to have great energy, go through the day, not having to drag your feet all day or depend on coffee or energy drinks to get through the day, and be healthy and also build a strong body. We need to make sure that, first of all, you're eating enough calories. And what does that mean? Well, this is very different for each person. Obviously, if you want to know more in details, you need to work with someone and know where to start. But the first thing you might want to do is to track your food and see where you're at calorie wise. Now, calories are just one part of the equation, right? Calories, a lot of times we don't talk about this because people are so stuck on the number, and it's so much more than just the calories, but that's another conversation. But at least one of the common mistakes that we see constantly and with most people is they're under eating. So it doesn't matter what you're eating. If you're always under eating, and even if you think this is all the healthiest food, it still keeps your body in a stress state, okay? Because it's not getting enough energy in order to respond to the demand, right, that you put on your body every single day. So it will affect your concentration, your energy levels, and everything. So the first thing that we do with our clients is we look at how much they're eating, and then sometimes we'll increase slightly their calories to help them build better energy. They start sleeping better right away. We see this instantly. It's within a week sometimes. Within a week or two, they're getting better sleep. They're feeling better. Energy's better. They don't have to drink as much coffee. Everything is just, life is just better when you eat enough food, really. There's nothing worse. And then, there's a lot of reasons why people are not eating enough food. The number one reason is because people believe that eating less is better for you, right? That's kind of a belief out there, or it allows for you to lose weight, right? And this is a big belief, and it's actually a very unhealthy way to lose weight. So go back to some of our videos if you want to understand this more in depth. But the other reason I think why people, did I say it right? No, I did not.
I think you said in depth.
Depth.
If you want to go back in depth.
Please excuse my accent.
It's okay.
Well, people get used to it by now. So the other reason I think is because people nowadays, we see this a lot. People are very busy, overwhelmed, always going, jumping from one thing to another. They don't prepare and plan, and they end up like going hours and hours and hours without eating because they're not prepared.
Not prepared. They forget. They feel like they're not hungry.
They're distracted.
There's reasons for that when you
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And and it's very typical of moms, because we work with a lot of moms or parents, like they're going from work to kids and this and that, and then they put themselves last, and they don't eat enough, and they actually a lot of times think they eat enough, but they really don't. And they wonder why they're so cranky with the kids, they're so tired, they can't handle anything, and everything is stressful. It creates this perpetual cycle of being under stress. Yeah. So you're constantly under stress, and then you don't fuel because, well, the other reason I was going to say is because a lot of people are not hungry, and that's why they don't eat enough, but they're not hungry in the first place because they're under stress, because they're not eating. So it's a vicious cycle, right? So the first thing you want to do is to start small and slowly implementing, smaller snacks between your meals. And of course, it depends on where you're at right now. Don't go from 1,000 calories to 1,600 calories all at once, because you're going to gain weight.
Yeah, you will gain fat.
You'll gain fat, but you might want to increase depending on where you're at right now. Bottom line is, we tell people that we work with, if you're anywhere under 1,600 to 1,800 calories, if you're eating less than that, you are under eating. And for a lot of people, it's very surprising.
Yeah.
But
the force is strong in the fitness industry of
eating less.
Eat less, move more. If you want to lose fat, lose weight, eat 1,200 calories, 1,100 calories.
It's very typical. We see that a lot.
a lot of green.
Or a lot of
raw
greens or
vegetables.
empty calorie food
Yeah.
that will give you more issues with digestion and health. But we'll talk about this in another video. But the most important part here is that it doesn't mean that because you have eaten less in the past and you were able to lose weight that it actually works for you, right? It's not because you lose weight that it works for you, because people often equal losing weight with being healthier, and unfortunately, and I like to repeat ourselves a lot because we talk about this a lot, losing weight does not equal getting healthier. Most of the time it's not the case. Now, if you want to do it in a healthy way, you need to make sure, first of all, you nourish your body properly, and it starts with giving enough calories. Okay, now, of course, the quality of what you're eating and all of this is very important as well, but that's, another topic. So, the number one common mistake we see is people are under-eating.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and find out for yourself how many calories you're eating. What we recommend is you track your food for a certain period of time, because you might find yourself so we see different patterns, right? People might eat very low calories during the week and then binge eat on the weekends.
Oh.
Like they'll go from 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day, Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday, it's like almost 3,000.
And this is why people gain weight. It's
Yes.
not, if you were truly under eating all the time, then you would lose, you wouldn't have much
You
fat.
lose weight, but not healthy weight, but you
Yeah.
would lose weight.
Yeah. It's the under eating, and then
Overeating.
when those moments come when you binge and then eat a bunch of calories all at once, it adds up throughout the weeks and the months. And that's why you're gaining.
Yeah, so you want to split your calories more throughout the week, right? So if you're eating, let's say 1,600 calories throughout the week, and then you find yourself not binge eating as much on the weekend because you're evening out your calories, and your body doesn't need this urge of eating so much food all at once because it's been starved all week, right?
Yeah.
So we often fix people's cravings and binge eating issues with just adjusting their calorie intake.
Yeah, just eating more.
So make sure you're tracking over the course of at least a week, often 2 weeks we recommend, because you want to see weekend patterns and we want to see weekly patterns.
Yeah, you said you're under eating during the week, and then the weekends you eat a lot. But we also see people eating substantially different caloric wise from day to day. So
Yeah.
maybe one day they're eating like 900 calories, but
And
then
the
the next are like
2,000.
2,000. So it kind of the big shift definitely
That's also unhealthy.
perpetuates weight,
Yeah.
weight gain, and
Yeah.
so
So you want to create a little bit more balance and, frequency with your meals, and, of course, like, people have different situations, but as much as possible, like, eating the same, at the same times, and, having the same amount of calories. Like, there will be a fluctuation, and this will depend also on if you're working out that day, the amount of, brain work you need. Like, if you have exams and you have to study, or if you have a whole lot of demand
just
at work.
thinking
requires a lot of energy.
requires a lot of fuel energy. So you need to eat.
Yeah, so depending on your level of activities, your calories might differ, but you don't want to go from 900 to 3,000 and
You have to slowly titrate up, as Josh would say. But even regardless of weight, like if you're not even, people in general, not just people who are weight training, lifting weights, they should not be eating under 1,900, 1,800 calories.
Yeah.
So, and you won't gain fat. Just see where you are and slowly build up.
We've done it. We've done it with like so many people.
100,000.
They're so much happier when they eat food.
Well, yeah, that's,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
who we are. We're people. We need to eat, and we need to.
Don't starve yourself, guys. This is just. Don't follow that trend. It just doesn't work, and nobody likes it.
Side note, I know my beard is really good to look at, and you don't need much other than that, but do you want something behind us to look at, to like, that's like kind of like good, nice to see? I know, like I said, my beard is nice and all, but
Yeah.
it can only hold your attention for so long.
No.
So just let us know in the comments, and then we'll see what we can do.
I like it. Okay, thanks for this.
All right. Second,
What's the second common mistake?
what is it?
Mm.
I feel like it has something to do with fat and some protein, some
I
protein.
love it. It's a nutrition one, a nutrition point.
Mhm.
Because nutrition is so important, especially when it comes to building a great body. Because so many people want to go work out.
Did you say building a Greg body?
a great
Greg
body?
body.
Yeah. If you
It's
wanna-
interchangeable.
It's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
So if you want to build a great body, a whole lot of people go to the gym and work out, which is really important. We'll talk about this, but
Flexing.
Nutrition is so important.
It's paramount.
You
It's
can do
huge.
all the work in the gym and really literally crush it and work very
Yeah,
hard, but
crush
you
it.
can only go so far if you're not addressing
You're
nutrition.
gonna burn out. You're not gonna gain muscle. You're not gonna like the body. You're
You're
gonna
gonna
start
plateau.
losing muscle. You're gonna start getting even more tired, lacking energy, and problems just arise when you don't replenish.
Okay, so nutrition is very important. You guys are getting the point, right?
It's well
So the
important.
number 2 common mistake that we see that you guys need to avoid is, and on top of not eating enough, okay? And most of these people are eating way too much fat, and versus not enough.
Not the good
proteins.
fat, not the PHAT.
Yeah, very unhealthy fats, too much of it, and also for the women especially, way too
Yeah.
little protein
Yeah.
intake.
Yeah, protein.
So, if you don't know what fat and proteins are, I mean, go ahead and do the research. We're just not going to go into this right now. But
Yes.
when you track your food, you can use MyFitnessPal, you can use Chronometer. There's different apps. They're free. You can find them on your phone.
Yeah.
You can see how many proteins, fats, and carbs you're getting in a day. And that gives you an idea. And for a lot of people, it's very uneven, right? It's very it's just...
You
But-
juggling.
Yeah, I am. I'm very expressive. So, but
Jeez.
a lot of women that we work with tend to eat so much fat and very little protein, and they don't love the way their body looks. And that's a very important point right here because, well, first of all, one of the reasons why people get so much fat in their diet is because fat is has more calories. So they tend to eat more calorie food because they're not eating enough in the first place. So they're craving more fatty foods because it gives you more energy.
And you get more calories per gram in fat versus carbs and proteins.
Yeah. But, the other problem with the too much fat is that most of them are getting the majority of their fat from the wrong sources of fat, right?
The polyunsaturated fatty acids.
PUFAs.
PUFAs.
You gotta love it.
PUFAs. and
Okay,
loofahs
so-
and SUFAs.
All that stuff.
It's a band.
Right?
Tribe Called Quest.
So these unsaturated fats are found mainly in like vegetable oils, and you'll find those. What? Oh, you're gonna say it, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say it.
Yeah, we found a lot of these types of fat in nuts and seeds. Yeah, a lot of people are surprised about this. Grains,
Grains,
leafy greens,
leafy greens.
a lot of those. And again,
Yeah, the vegetable oils, that.
mostly vegetable oils and things like canola oil, vegetable oils to avoid at all costs.
Yeah.
But the types of fat we recommend for health and fat loss and for metabolism and for lots of other
And
reasons
for looking freaking amazing,
are saturated fats.
saturated
Okay.
fatty acids.
So what are saturated fats?
They're complete.
No, I know, but what kind? What are they?
Coconut oil. You got your butter, your ghee, your lard.
Healthy animal fat.
Animal fat.
From grass-fed sources or healthy,
Yes.
at least organic or something, but grass-fed or
Yeah.
pasture-raised.
Dairy, milk.
Yeah.
Cream.
Okay, so I know, there's a lot of information out there, guys.
Yeah.
We have plenty of sources we can talk about. We're not
Resources.
resources, yeah.
Yeah.
But you just keep doing this.
What?
Or it's just like, it's like a dance when we talk. It's like, yeah, yeah,
Sometimes I lead, sometimes she leads. Either way, we're stepping on each other's feet.
All right, guys. So we recommend saturated fats. Well, but most importantly, too much fat in your diet, even if you eat little calories, is not going to cut it. It's not going to help you build that great physique that you're trying to
Yes.
build. So be
Great
careful with the
physique.
amount of, grams of fat you're getting daily, and make sure you're getting enough protein. So what does that look like, approximately protein-wise, grams a person should be eating, or at least not under?
I would say 90 grams.
Mm-hmm.
That's like minimum a day.
Yeah, a protein. Okay.
Just protein.
And we see a lot of times like under this 50, 60 grams. I mean, we've
Yeah.
seen,
Very
So
low.
make sure you're getting enough proteins. And how much fat is too much fat in terms of grams total? Good question.
I would say above 80.
It's too much fat.
Yeah, I mean, you can have some days where you're a little above it, but for the
And-
most part, yeah.
Yeah, and it depends on how many calories you're eating
Yeah,
total and how
your
you're
ratios
training and all
of
that.
protein, carbs, and fat. Yeah, I would say for most women, 25 to 30% fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're cool.
Like, so your ratios and total in your day, right? But like, I'd say, over 75 to 80 grams, it's way too much fat for most people. Especially if you're trying to, lose weight, lose body fat, right? And so, and of course, make sure it's a good source of fat. So, and then protein, same thing, good source of protein.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, and one other thing we usually see when they're trying to get their protein, they're getting it from sources that have a lot of fat.
Oh, good point.
Yes.
So like beef, for example.
Beef, which is a great, grass-fed source. Most cuts that you find, the percentage is like 85, what is it, 15, 80, 20.
Fat.
Yeah, fat to protein. So unless, some are higher in fat. So they're getting their protein from these sources, but they're also coming from sources that are higher in fat. So you got to be careful.
Or eggs.
Yeah, eggs.
Yeah. And dairy and cheese and have a lot of fat in it. So they do have protein, but they have higher fat, so be careful. So you can get lower fat dairy if that works with you, if you can do dairy. And then, the recommended proteins that are leaner will help you reduce your fat intake. So like fish, seafood.
Whitefish, shellfish, they're lower in fat, higher in protein. So you can mix and match.
Organ meats, liver, bone broth, gelatin, all that stuff. So there's lots of great sources, or you can find some leaner cuts, right? But we don't do too much red meat anyways. It's like supplement with red meat, so we don't recommend to eat it too often either, because it's very inflammatory, has a lot of tryptophan.
Especially in excess,
In excess. Okay, good. All right, so just remember, so you can track your food again, making sure you're getting enough calories, or see where you're at on average, and if you're not going up and down and all of that. And when it comes to the second mistake is having way too much fat. So a lot of times we'll see like 40 to even up to 50% fat daily for people. Like, so their calorie intake is half of it is almost like fat. So that's way too much. We don't want to go above 25 to 30%, and it depends, of course, on the person,
their goals, how they're feeling.
And of course, you can't go from 50 to 25 all at once, because you gotta work your way there. But just the first thing to do is create awareness and just start tracking, so you can see what you're actually doing, because people might go from 50% fat one day to like 10% fat the next day or whatever, right? So you want to make sure you're getting more consistency overall into your nutrition as well.
See that?
So the first,
see that dope?
Nice profile.
And that tricep?
Okay. So the first 2 points were about nutrition, guys. So now you start to understand how nutrition plays such a huge role when it comes to building a great physique, right? And what's our third point, Greg? So third common mistake that people do.
It's their training.
What about it?
They're doing either the wrong training, they're training too much, or they're doing too much cardio.
Yee!
Cardio.
Gotta love it.
Not spinning.
So they're spinning their wheels, doing a whole lot of things that are not really helping them.
They're on the hamster wheel, like a hamster.
So doing lots of cardio, not enough or zero strength training.
Yes.
Or doing yoga classes and Pilates and all these things. And while we recommend these forms of movement,
good supplemental stuff,
they are not going to help you build a toned body, because most women, this is for most people, again, it depends on your goals, but most women that we meet, they want to have a toned look body. And what that means is like you just want to have more lean muscle mass and less fat, so you can see some definition. If you want to build more lean muscle mass, you need to get stronger.
You need to get stronger. You need to go in the gym with the dumbbells.
Lift some weights. Okay? So strength training is extremely important when it comes to building a strong physique. There's a whole lot of other reasons why we recommend it. Of course.
Shit.
No, it's okay. Everything's fine.
Push the button. I need to see myself.
Okay. So good. All right, we're all good here. Technical issues. All right. So
such is life in the red couch.
Well, we got to keep people entertained. So anyways, the training, or people will go to the gym. We see this a lot. A lot of those ladies actually already training in the gym, but they are not challenging themselves enough. They're not working hard enough. They think they are. They're lifting 3 pounds. Why are you looking at me?
No, I'm engaged.
You are. They're lifting 3 pound weights or 5 pound weights.
See, I'm like Melissa. I listen to what she says when she talks. She doesn't listen to me.
No, because it's too distracting. So so if you're really constantly lifting the same amount of weight, you're not progressing in your training.
I have that effect.
Yeah.
When I talk.
So you're not. So this.
See, You
Cut this out now.
Can't handle it.
So yeah, so you need to make sure you're challenging yourself and you're constantly progressing. Okay, so there should be a progression in your training. If there isn't, well then either rearrange your workouts, get a coach, find someone to work with, because you need to have. We can help you. That's okay. We want to make sure that you're not wasting your time in the gym. We don't have. I mean, people are so busy. We're already, engaged with so many things. Most of you guys have a lot on your plate. If you're going to the gym, you should be efficient. You should be not wasting your time. You should be doing things that are,
most bucks for your bang, as past Melissa would say.
I just love it.
And
and then
you
get
don't want
in
to
and
waste
out
any
the
more
gym.
time. Yeah, you don't want to spend even more time
Time
you
and
don't
energy.
have in the gym, not getting the results you want because you're training inefficiently and wrong.
And you don't need cardio to do this. We see this all the time. People,
Yes.
This is also, again, another conversation. I think, did we talk about this already or not?
No.
Not the cardio part? Maybe a little bit.
That was supposed to be the topic for today, but we skipped it.
It's going to be the next topic,
Yeah.
potentially.
Let us know in the comment section after you let us know about the whole beard and the wall thing first.
Yeah, thank you. So the cardio, so strength training, focus on that, especially if your time is limited, like most people. You don't have to go to the gym 6 days, 7 days a week. You can train 3 times a week for 30 to 40 minutes.
And this is another topic, but the people who go to the gym 6 days a week, they're the ones who usually say they don't have time.
Yeah.
Usually.
And they generally don't have time to also food prep and tackle the nutrition, but they have plenty of time to go to the gym every day, but then yet they don't see the results that they want. It's not working, but they keep going to the gym.
It's
And
just
they keep
more
complaining
stress.
they don't have time.
More
So
stress.
you might have to sometimes reorganize and rethink your schedule, stop and assess what's happening. But yeah, training more is or stronger or longer or it's not always the solution. Is often not. Quality over quantity, and you want to train properly and progressively, and you want to get stronger. And that's by getting stronger that you're going to develop the physique that you want, right? Because it's going to change. Increase your lean muscle mass, so you can burn more fat.
Which is important. Which is why you don't have to be, if you train correctly, be in the gym 6 days a week. Because the more muscle you build and develop, and I'm not talking about, because women, when they hear that, they're like, I don't want to build,
We're not
it's
talking
not
about bulky right
necessarily in size. You're not, it's muscle density.
It's just firm, right? Nice muscles.
Yeah. It's not necessarily, like I said, it's not necessarily in size when we say build muscle. You're getting more muscle in your body.
Density.
I forget where I was going with this.
Well, you burn more
No,
fat.
yeah, you burn more fat at rest. So you don't have to be in the gym, like I said, 6 days a week. You can cut that. We recommend, depending on the person's schedule and goals, 2 to 4, but 3 is cool.
2 to 4, depending on the person's
Yeah.
metabolism and health and level of fitness and so forth. But because the problem with the cardio is like the low calories, it's the hamster wheel, right? You constantly have to do more and more cardio and eat less and less in order to keep the weight off.
You build very little muscle doing cardio, very little, to where you're not going to be
It's
burning
super
fat.
catabolic and stressful for the body. So basically, you can lose weight doing this, but it's the hard way. It's painful. I wouldn't want
It's
it.
not fun.
It's not fun, and you're basically destructing this. Yeah, you are breaking down your body, these tissues,
your body.
in order to lose weight. So
You're losing muscle.
Yeah, you're losing more than just fat, basically.
You're losing muscle, you're losing tissue, you're aging yourself. Yeah. Especially when you're not fueling yourself properly to combat the stress, which most people are not doing.
And it's affecting metabolism over time.
Yes, and this is why
This is why
people have problems all of a sudden. It just happens. All of a sudden, when they get to now it's 30, but 40, 50, 60, what happened? It just happened all of a sudden. I can't lose weight like I used to, and I have these issues. It's just, I'm at that age where I just, it happens. Stuff falls apart.
And I have thyroid issues now, and I can't sleep through the night, and I have, all these issues, and this is a cumulative effect of over
the years, what you've been doing since you were a little baby.
Thank you, Greg.
Yes.
And even in the womb, right?
Yeah, in the womb.
Let's go back there.
What your parents were eating, and while you were in their belly.
But honestly, what we're saying is that
Serious.
behind all this, the whole concept is if your metabolism is running slow, it's going to be very hard to accomplish any of those. And what we do here is we help you rebuild your metabolism by not jeopardizing it more, number one, and slowly rebuilding your body by eating enough food, nourishing your cells, producing more energy, training in a smart way that it's not going to break you down, but it's going to help you build your body. And of course, we need to incorporate things like sleep, proper sleep schedule, healthy habits to reduce stress, more mindfulness, and
your thoughts,
how you think, your mindset, and there's so many components to health.
Attitude, how you approach the whole situation of lifting and eating. And
Are you building a healthy relationship with exercise and food, or is it always a constant love-hate relationship type of thing? So we have these discussions inside of our communities, and that's really important because it makes all the difference, because we believe in a sustainable approach and we believe in playing the long game.
No quick fixes here.
No, it doesn't work. Temporary results are often not good results. They're often the results that will not help your health. They might give you,
short-term gain.
What?
Go ahead. They might give you short-term gain.
You wanted me to finish this? Okay.
No, you can go.
That was a joke.
I'm filling in the blanks for people.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
I'm simplifying. I'm simplifying.
It's a lot of chatter today. Sorry, guys. Very distracting. But I don't even know what I was going to say now. Yeah, you might lose 10 pounds, right? If you go on this crazy diet or do cardio every day for 30 days or whatever.
You'll feel good in the short term.
Well, that's
gain.
That's a stress response.
Yeah.
Feel good type of feeling. It's not real energy. But what happens is people will say, oh, it works. When I do this, I lose weight. Well, again, there's context around weight loss. If you lose weight, it doesn't mean it's necessarily healthy for you. So be careful, because this will
repercussions.
Backslash? How do you say back? Will come back to you.
Yeah, it'll accumulate.
Yeah.
Just another notch on your belt of, the fad diet or the crash diet or whatever that you did that's going to prevent you from being able to lose.
It just affects metabolism more and more, and the more you do this,
yeah.
and then it just lowers metabolism, affects your health, and then over time it makes it harder to lose weight and be healthier, and you start dealing with more symptoms and issues and problems. So really, it's a matter of doing it the right way, and sometimes it may, it doesn't always take longer, but doing it the right way is definitely the way to go, because this way you're not wasting your health away, and you're not wasting. Thank you, honey.
JD.
You go, girl. It's good to have you on here. And so you're not wasting your time, energy, and your health away in the process of getting a great body and be healthy.
A great body.
A great body. Thank you for this one. That's the joke of the day.
A great body is a great body.
Oh my gosh.
That's the type of body I go for.
We love it. All right, guys. So we hope this was useful. So let's recap real quick. Recap. Number one common mistake that people do, number one common mistake to avoid, so if you want to build a great body. This is
a great body.
A great body.
Is
you gotta eat enough calories.
Eat enough calories.
Make sure you're not under-eating.
No lower than 1,900, even if you're not lifting. And if you're not there, if you're far away, just slowly work up.
Yes, slowly, progressively. Number two, what is it?
Too high fat, too low protein.
Okay.
Make sure you're kind of
adjusting the ratios, not too much fat or too little protein, and generally we're
neutrons,
and no more than 25 to 30% fat, depending on the person. That's pretty average, but it depends on the days and the goals and the person, and the meals.
Yeah, test it out and see how you feel.
Yes, exactly. And number three, common mistake to avoid if you want to build a great body.
A great body.
I said it. What is it? It's your turn.
No. Strength train, not cardio. So get in the gym with the dumbbells.
Train smartly.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time. And stop lifting 5-pound weights. You gotta challenge yourself. You gotta get stronger.
Your grocery bags are heavier than the weights that you're using. So, or your kid.
Don't be afraid to lift heavy. But if you are, dealing with injuries, if you have some issues, if you don't know how to do it, get help. Yeah. It's like anything. Like people buy. Don't get a coach for anything or a teacher to learn anything. You want to learn a language, you go get a course or a teacher. Invest in yourself. You're never going to lose if you invest in yourself.
Yeah,
okay?
If you lift incorrectly, you might find yourself on the Rise Conscious Fitness page where we have videos of people lifting pretty fun.
Thank you.
Pretty fun stuff.
Thank you, Greg, for sharing those videos.
Yes.
anyhow, we hope this was useful and you guys enjoyed it, especially the jokes. And let me just see here. Jen said, I just got done talking about this. Preach it. You go. It's good to have you on here. Hey, Eva. Eva's here too. It's good to see you, lady. Nice. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions, comment below. Follow us, subscribe, all of this. I just stole your line.
Please.
Subscribe, like.
Please stop calling. We have to, like, disconnect the cord for the weekend for all the phone calls we get. So
we can rest up.
Yeah, messages on Facebook are better. So
yes. Okay, share this with a friend if you know someone who needs this video. And don't be afraid to reach out. You can message us on Facebook or wherever. We'll respond to you.
Snapchat, Instagram,
please.
Twitter, whatever else there is. I can't remember. It's all social media.
And that's it. Stay delicious. You gotta find a new line now.
She takes all of my stuff.
All right.
She can't take my muscles, though.
I get my own. All right, guys. You have a great weekend, and then we'll see you guys next week. Okay?
Not
Bye.
the same time.